So this is cam chain adjustment on the CB750. So what I do is I take an Allen key and I've marked how deep the adjuster is in, so I'll know as I push it in. Right, let's knock off this lock nut, which is rock solid. See if we can unlock it. There we go. There we go. So I know I need to keep loosening it because it's holding on to that rod. I'm a lot slacker. Oh, it moved. That's good. But I'll just keep loosening this off in case it's binding really badly. Stick your Allen key in or a sharp implement, give it a bit of a push, and then you are about as tight as you're ever going to be. So just to show you what's in there, I'm using a little bore scope at the moment, and that's the locking nut that we just removed. And if you look inside, there you go, there is your cam adjuster. Looks like it's held on with a couple of bolts, nothing interesting in there. That's what you got to push on in order to adjust your cam chain. And what I found is when I pushed on this rod here, it didn't push back at me. So I thought what I'd do is give everything a good clean up. It's the rod. And you can see right here where this pin screw was going up and holding it into place. Which means I should have had this amount of adjustment, but I didn't. When I reached in and I pushed on it, it didn't move at all, as if it was seized. You can also see the sludge here, and there's quite a build-up of grunge there, so it makes sense to give this very important component a really good cleanup. So this is how it works. We'll take the spring out of it, because I'm going to be fighting against it. So this rod goes through here. And there's a spring located here, which is forcing that rod against cam chain guide. Okay. What I was doing earlier was I'd loosened this off, and I was going, yeah, that's how far it is. But actually, let's try and set it back up. There it goes. That's how it was, and I couldn't adjust it any further. See, there is adjustment, but I couldn't do it. And again, that little mark there is where the pin was. I had all this adjustment. Now that everything's looking really tidy, I want to reassemble it. It's a simple thing to reassemble, but I don't want to wait for engine oil to make its way through these components. So I'm going to use a product called Bulldog BDX, which is one of my favorites. And all I'm going to do is give everything a bit of a tote. And you can imagine it'll take a while for engine oil to reach down here. It also helps with corrosion. Put the spring back in. That's one heck of a spring too. Pop this rod back in. Oh, you can feel the tension already. What I want is a nice, smooth operation. Look at that, man. I mean, as I loosened this off, this thing should have gone, I'm out of here. Thanks, Alex, I'm gone. But what happened was, it was kind of like stuck in one position, and it was like there, wasn't it? Look at that. Oh, yes. Right, thanks, Luke. So here's the example. Everything's set, ready to be reinstalled into the bike. When I release this lock, that's going to go shooting out, but it'll reach a stop. There it goes. And that's it now, fully gone, fully extended, and it should be put in the correct amount of pressure on the cam chain, and that spring helps it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock it in, and then I'm going to tighten up that, just nip it so it's holding it, and then once we've got this reinstalled, I'm going to release it, and that should go shooting down and then apply pressure on the cam chain. That was the seized adjuster. Crazy. I'm so glad that the screws didn't cross thread or do anything crazy on the way out. This is the age of the bike. I'm going to hand tighten everything. Just so we don't cross anything, cause ourselves any mischief. So I'm just getting everything nice. And then I think these are about 10 newton meters, but you go look up your manual and tell me different. Seems that the age of this motorcycle lends to a lot of different information on the internet. Okay, did you see it go? So it automatically tightens itself, and mission complete. Now all I need to do is lock it. Again, I would only tighten this to about 10 newton meters because it should hold its own. And then this is the lock nut. I'll do that one. I found that was so tight. There we go, should do. And then I'll check it every 1500 miles and just let it move in closer and closer. How cool is that? Thank you all for watching.